Well played, mate. And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it, so yes, birdie on the first, great job.
He's currently in a share of top spot. The second hole is a long par 3 of typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Should find the green here. That was special.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number 1. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
Good shot there, Beamer. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Tracking. Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Currently in first position. The first of the par 5s, Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
And he holds it. What a putt. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And now over to Tony Finau.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
Setting up in some very deep rough. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Putting for birdie here.
This is on a stupendous line.
That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Oh, well done. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A big opportunity with an eagle putt.
Oh, what a super shot. And that will take him to 8 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
And if they didn't have their rival Tony Finau's attention before, they certainly do now. What an approach shot.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Ooh, right by the hole.
Putting for a par here. Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
Sitting at -8 for the day. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Attaboy, good shot. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
This one heading towards the green.
Outstanding shot, high quality.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I didn't think they'd be able to hit that from that lie.
This is from miles away.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Okay, time to return to the action. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Looking for another birdie here.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
As we step into the second 9 here, Rich, and the short par 4 10th.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
Nicely done. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ooh. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Our current leader is enjoying an 8-stroke advantage. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nine.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Opting for the 4-iron here. Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Oh, that's incredible. He sold it.
That chip in for eagle works 8 days a week in my book.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Now look how they attacked this one.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Yeah, nicely played.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
this putt here to get to 14 under the card.
Little birdie look in here.
Just didn't drop.
Putting for a par now.
And down it goes. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Love watching this player around the greens.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Leading by 8 strokes now after that hole. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. The putt drops and it's 14 under par heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And now that finds him in first place.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
From around 180 yards out.
Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Looking really good, this one. Oh, he's up, Tiger. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Rolling end to end, it's looking nice.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
It's all come down to this, a putt for the title. Okay, steady now. Okay, so luckily they've got a... And there's your Arnold Palmer invitation.